And this is something that I was talking about with a friend of mine at work. Like I said, who is a big CM Punk fan and is sad about this happening, right? But then he also sees it as kind of like a blessing in disguise for everybody. Um,
Mhm.
because the redemption arc for Punk is going to be so much more worth it. It's almost like how upset people were about Cody not winning last year. It's going to be so much better when he beats Roman this year. And it seems like this is going to be similar for Punk. Like, it would be cool if he won the Rumble or he won the Elimination Chamber and then got to main event Mania against Seth Rollins, like that when he came back, right? But like, how much more satisfying is it going to be for his fans that he lost the Rumble, first of all? So that was like, okay, where are they going to go from here? Then he gets injured, has to miss Mania. Then he's going to come back and just like wreak havoc on everybody, right? Then he's going to have to go into the Rumble, have to try to win the Rumble, and then, then he can choose to like be the main event, because it doesn't have to be Seth Rollins, whoever the champion is. But like, to me, it seems like it's the same situation as Cody. Like, it's going to be worth the wait. Do you
Mhm.
agree or no?
Oh, I do. I do agree that it's worth the wait, and I agree that it's a blessing in disguise because of how good Drew's work has been right now. We've talked on the show already about how Drew should be fighting Seth, and he should finish his
Yes.
own story in a way at this year's Mania, because he
Yes.
didn't get that moment in
Mm-hmm.
2020
Yes.
where he got to celebrate his championship win after winning the Royal Rumble in front of a crowd. He
Yeah.
essentially, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, him and I have the same amount of fans, live fans, I mean, um, in my basement than I did when he was winning the championship. So that's sad, and that's sad for a different reason. Now, this year I feel is a lot of, cliche, but finishing stories. And when you finish stories, you begin new ones, and that's why I don't really like. I mean, for Cody, it's a little different, but for everyone else, finish your story.
Yeah.
It's just because it's not that it's finish your story. It's, finish this chapter. And I don't think Drew got to really finish the chapter
Mm-hmm.
because it was complete. It was one way when it started, when he won the Rumble, when it was in front of fans,
Yeah.
and now he's gotta to make it, now in front of fans and finally complete that. I like it.
Yeah, I think, it's like when we were saying, if Seth's injury forced him to vacate the title, like, it was like a blessing, right? Like, it was like,
Mhm.
okay, because people are ready to move on for the most part from Seth as champion, and not that you would ever pray for anybody to ever be injured, especially
Mhm.
seriously. It felt like, okay, the timing, right? And then he says he's not going to do it. Then it happens to Punk literally less than a week later, and you're like, okay, well, now that we know that he is going to be missing Mania, it's like that is such a big cog removed from the machine to
It
get
is.
Drew to the top.
No, it
And it
is.
feels like there's no reason for this to not happen this year. Like, to me, like, and it doesn't even have to be Seth versus Drew alone, because people might have an argument where, okay, we've already seen that, what, twice, two world heavyweight title chances, and he didn't win. Make it a triple threat. Throw Sammy in, throw Jay in, like, throw somebody that Drew hates in there, right? So it's like,
Throw a cash in.
I, I don't want to cash in on Drew, though.
Oh, I do.
You want him to be cashed in on by You want Drew to win at Mania and then have
Oh,
his
yeah.
Mania moment taken away in 10 seconds?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're not getting into that right now.
Oh,
But
that would imagine.
I'm just
Oh, that'd be so
all I'm
sweet.
saying is it feels like this was meant, like, this was it was like the universe knew that this was going to happen. It just has to be that Triple H goes through with what he's doing, because you cannot have Drew in this position doing as great as he is right now and don't reward it. You know what I mean? There's no one else in a better position to take that title away from Seth Rollins than Drew McIntyre.